No, you still
T-shirt. Well, go ahead.
joke, man. Joke, man. But no, there's nothing on my T-shirt.
You like white girls?
Bruv, listen. I'm like,
Is that your preference?
look, I'm open to all ethnicities. I don't care.
Is that your preference?
I know. Listen,
What
I'm
is
open.
your preference, bro?
I'm open to everything.
What's your preference?
Say it with your chest.
Personally, my go-to are lighties. I can't lie.
Lighties?
Yeah, I like lighties. Yeah, red bones.
Why?
Like mixed race.
No,
Yeah, light skin.
Light-skinned black women?
Light skin.
Yeah.
What, light skin white?
No, light skins, innit?
T-shirt.
But listen, at the end of the day, I like what I like, innit? What? You're gonna say something to me? Everyone got their print.
I know.
Have you ever been with a white man?
No.
So done.
Yeah, no.
So you always being straight black?
Yes.
Cap.
What area did you grow up in?
So I grew up
Essex.
in East London. Yeah, kind of Essex. But East London.
Nah, but
What
like
parts of
actual
East?
East or like Essex?
Actual East.
Where in East?
Makes sense.
Huh?
Where in East?
Why do you want to know my business
wanna
like that?
know-
You
I
know
wanna know-
people, you know what I'm saying?
No,
We're trying to know.
I told
Obviously
you.
not where you live, like
crazy.
where you from. No, not where you
Crazy on
live.
what?
Like, where parts from East?
Beckton, Newham, what?
Yeah,
You
let's not
barking and
delve too
dagging
much.
in?
Yeah, let's
Yeah,
But either way, yeah,
it's
what-
East London,
It's
there you
East
go.
London,
East
innit?
London,
It's East
yeah.
London, innit?
Yeah, so going back to my original
Yes.
question, yeah, before you...
Yes. Why am I so pro-black?
Yeah.
It's because of my self-esteem. It's extremely high. And I love myself to the point where I am pro-black in everything. Pro-black in my men,
Yeah.
pro-black in having a black family, pro-black in my life, pro-black in who I keep around me, pro-black in the conversations that I have, the people that I speak to, networking events, you know what I'm saying? I try to make sure that I'm around my people.
Yeah. And what do you say for people, yeah, that are not of the pro anything, but they're pro everything? Are you against that, essentially?
I'm not really against it, but I just know that you're not one of us.
You're not kinfolk, basically.
Yeah.
Are you religious?
Yeah.
What religion do you follow and practice?
Christianity. Well, I've grown up in Christianity.
Okay,
Like, it's not like I'm a devout.
cool.
anything.
So, do you feel like you live the life of a Christian or moral citizen of that religion?
No.
No? Okay. Now, in that book, yeah, it's not... There's a lot of ethnicities, even though it's not stated. So you're meant to accept everyone for who they are, right? So do you think you come with a little prejudgment that's against what you are meant to practice and preach? And just...
I do accept everyone, but I'm pro my people. Why can't you accept that I'm pro my people?
No, I didn't say I got anything against it. I'm just asking you the question.
Okay, cool. But
I'm just asking.
No, but I'm saying it's a bit of a silly question to be like.
No, I'm just asking.
It's a bit of a silly question.
You know why? Because you have a lot of people commenting on your stuff, yeah? Saying you're pro this, you're racist, and that, and that.
Yeah.
I want people to know you're not a racist.
I'm not
That's all it is. I'm not trying to portray you as anything that what I know you are, and I know you're not a racist. That's why I'm
racist.
But
Prejudice.
people will act like people like you, right? That you're pro-black. People will then view you and say, "Oh, she's against everyone. She's racist." I'm like, but she's not racist. She just loves black people more than the average black guy or black woman.
Absolutely.
But what I'm trying to say, I'm not trying to portray you in anything but what I know you are, which is not a racist.
No, I 100% understand where you're coming from, but I just want to kind of break down to you, like, what that perception is. Like, I am pro-black, yeah, to the point where I don't give a damn about what white people or Asian people have to say to me about my people or my culture. You are not from my culture. You are not black. So you do not have a position to tell me anything about black people. You can be an ally, but sit down to one side. And I'm not moving in terms of that. You understand? But because I don't say it in a nice way, because my delivery is not soft, and because I'm so hard in my stance, they don't know how to process that, right? So they come out and say, you're racist, you're an Islamophobe, and all those sorts of things. I've never said anything racist towards them, right? But absolutely, they've said racist things towards me.
Yeah.
And that's the difference, right? When I call it out and whatever it was, you know what I'm saying? Only black people spoke up for me.
This is why I wanted to make
ask
that
you a
clear,
question?
innit?
Yeah.
When you said you can be an ally, but sit down.
Yeah.
If you're an ally, why would you want them to sit down? Why can't they stand like next to you? and fight with you. Obviously, they don't understand certain things that we've gone through as black men, black women.
Yeah.
But if they're joining our alliance, what's the issue with that? Because that's where it can become like a bit sour in someone's mouth, whereby like I'm standing with you. I can't attest to what you've gone through or whatever, but I do see that it's wrong. Why would you then say, all right, cool, thanks, but sit in the back?
Because I need black people to be self-sufficient. And that means you need to stand on your own. You need to build infrastructure on your own. You need to build systems on your own. And also when we bring allies in to our team, they infiltrate and they feel like they can take over and they feel like they can profit from us, our culture. Just look what happened this past week. So when I talk about you can be an ally, yes, but I do not need you because I need my people to stand on their own 2 feet.
So are you talking about more financially rather than just someone standing with you in like kindred spirit, like this, like what we go through as a people is wrong? You're talking about financially, we shouldn't have input as a culture from outside races.
I feel like they shouldn't have an input at all because at the end of the day, we haven't worked out how we are as a community. We're so fragmented. We're so fragmented and we can't even get on one accord, right? But if an ally comes out, and they've got the biggest voice, then all of the other black voices get erased. Because why are we listening to you? Sit down to one side. You're seeing us build our team. Come in, sit down and shut up. Simple things and watch us do it on our own because we need to do that.
But we're not. Let's be real, we're not. Some of us are, but I feel like you said, we're fragmented. So some of us are moving in this direction, some of us are moving in that direction, but we're not working at one accord. So realistically, if we can get the help, I'm not saying that our stuff should be overtaken, but in terms of capital and stuff, unfortunately, we don't have it like that. Some of us do, but not all of us do. So if we can get the help, but still keep our voice, why can't we accept that? Because everybody needs help to get somewhere.
Because when they invest in us, we have to jump through hoops. And I don't need to give examples because it's already there, right?
Oh,
so
you know what it is as well, yeah? When they invest, they expect a return.
Exactly.
It's a simple business.
And if it's simple business, then why can't black people do it if it's simple business? And also, and also as well, when it comes to just black people in the UK, we are completely different. And I feel like we are isolated because we actually don't tap into the diaspora as we should. We should be asking the black Americans for help and finances and how to build a system in the UK. We should be asking for the bona fide Ghanaians and how they did their thing, you understand? But because nobody is pro-black in the UK, because nobody is speaking like me, because nobody is saying we as a black people in the UK can be self-sufficient and do it on our own, that's where we're having issues.
Yeah, fair enough.
Like,
Kizzle.
Nah, I just think, yeah, us as a black community, I think it's got to do with us. Because you always, as I was growing up, it's always gatekeeping, they're hiding this, it's hiding that. I don't think it's got to do with the whites or whatever. We can do it, but we just don't. I don't know why we don't do it. We don't stick together.
See, my thing is, yeah, it's like
we've never stick together. Even like stuff like this, like these podcasters, there's the RTMs, the winners talking, they're all arguing. Why don't we just all stick together? You know, these lot are like the OGs. This is what we all used to look up to. Now they're arguing, bickering, and you're having your arguments with etc. It's your mom and all this, etc. You know what I mean? Like, if we all stand in one, we'll capitalize. We can make more money together, just like that. You know what I mean? But I don't know, man.
You know what it is, yeah? Like,
weird.
Cool. All of us here are black, right? And to be fair, that term got put on us, I'm pretty sure, by white people, right? Like grouped all these different people from different areas into, oh, you're black. When you look at like the other communities, yeah, like white, we all call them white, yeah, but like they'll say they're English, they're Irish, they're Welsh. They actually know like their immediate community. Like Indians, they all help each other, they all like 10 man in 1 yard, innit? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Cool. Why we have all this infighting? Because like they've put black on us, yeah, but like a Nigerian man will identify themselves as Nigerian. Some even go as far as like saying I'm Igbo before Nigerian. You know what I'm saying? So already they're in one country and they're already looking at a next man who's Yoruba. I'm Igbo with two different people now. You know what I'm saying? It's the same thing goes on in the Caribbean. like, let's be honest, like Jamaicans look down all the other islands. Like, happens, innit? You know what I mean?
You know what?
A lot of Jamaicans do that. You know what I'm saying? Are you from
I'm
Grenada?
not gonna lie, a lot of St. Lucians.
You
yeah,
know what?
You know what I'm saying? Whatever.
I feel
But
like
everyone looks down upon each other, anyways.
No, but I'm trying to explain the difference in terms of like the community sticking together because like Indians, for example, they're all Indian. You know what I'm saying? I'm Caribbean, yeah, but you're West African now. You're gonna look at me a certain way. Oh, what, you just walk out and just do.
Yeah,
You know
but
what I'm saying?
like
Like-
Indians do the same thing though, man. The Sikhs and the Buddhists and the all that.
Like,
There's bare
that's
internal,
like religion,
but from the grand scheme of things, they do look you more
I think
united on the front.
within the black community, our stuff, all of our worst aspects is publicized. That's the problem. We don't know how to keep, you know, like our parents used to say, what happens in our house stays in our house. We don't know how to keep our stuff indoors. So a lot of our stuff is publicized, and yes, the media has something to do with it as well, because obviously they portray us in a certain way. The only things that we're good to do is sing, dance, run, and that's it. Yeah, and then the rest of the time we're killing each other. But then I also believe that we do have a crabs in the barrel mindset, whereas one person's trying to get out, and then someone else don't like it, and we drag it down. If we had a unified mindset where, like you said, we all keep it in-house and we try to build as a community, perfect. Do I see that happening in my lifetime? I don't think so. That's me being completely honest. I think maybe we're making the right steps, but I just don't see it.
And I think
Because of so much, like, we've got you, great, and I'm not taking that away from you at all, but we've got you, and that's the problem. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, what other black male in this, like, podcasting, UK, whatever, is doing the same thing that she's doing or advocating? Maybe there's people in the background that I don't know about, potentially, but what's really happening? Bouncer, we've just got here just gossiping, where I think he could use his platform for something completely different.
More productive.
Yeah.
I see what it is, yeah, for me, yeah. And this might sound mad, but I genuinely think that, cool, you might have, like, let's say 60% of the people all willing to come together to enhance the black life, whatever. But you're going to have that 40% that's like, I'm all in it for me. And that's been like that from way back when. That's been like in... No, but if we're talking about the black, we're talking all in-house black, yeah? You're going to have 40% that's going to be like, bro, I don't care about them. I care about me and my pocket. So I'm willing to sell you to get mines up. And that's what's happened from early way back in the day. We will never be united in one front because you're going to have people that'll be willing to sell you out.
You're talking more about capitalism.
No, but I'm just saying, bro, but I hear that. But we're talking about black, yeah? We're talking about uniting. I'm just saying, even though it can expand to every other ethnicity, you're always going to have people that will sell you out. So, for example, the Charlie Soft situation, yeah? I'm guarantee you there was a black guy that brought him in, didn't expect him to do that,
yes,
but he still capitalized on it.
absolutely.
Tim Westwood, the list can go on. Guys bring guys in, they get left behind. Man, just, bro, like you say, keep it in-house, but certain man don't know how to keep it in-house. Certain man will just say, look, I'll bring you in, bring me along as well, yeah, I don't care about these lot. You know what I'm trying to say? No, not everyone's going to be under the same agenda. Like, we ain't going to have a Malcolm X or a Martin Luther King anytime soon. Them era are gone, long gone. That ain't happening again. You know what I'm trying to say?
I just want to
Who has
say-
been the closest in this generation that you can put them on that pedestal that actually was able to unite people
Not the
across
same,
different...
It's not the same issues. It's
across-
not. It's not the same. What was going on back
I think
then
what
in
you
comparison
need,
to now is
yeah, I
different.
think what you need to understand is that there's historical context with the Malcolm X and whatever it is, right? We as black people, give or take, in the UK have been here around roughly 50, 60, 70 years, give or take, right? Because there was a mass immigration, right? We can all agree to that. When it comes to the black Americans, they have been there for hundreds of years. So we need to understand the historical context where we're making comparisons. I feel like we are babies compared to their sort of fight that they've been through and whatever it is. But in terms of us taking on what we need to take on, it is absolutely possible. But if we have the mindset of it will never happen and we need this and we need that, we are never going to get anywhere. You saying that, I don't need to hear that. What I need to hear from you is your support, right? I need to hear, you know what, Elaine, do your thing. Any way I can help, let me know. I don't need to hear the negative and whatever it is. I understand that every black person's not gonna be on my same thing. I know that every black person's not gonna boycott the Asians. I understand that. I know that in their space, they're not ready, and it's okay. But my issue right now, this year, all I'm trying to do is deprogram my people and stamp out the indoctrination, right? I'm just trying to get my people to buy from each other, and even then that's stretch, right? But we're gonna do that in stages. It's baby steps. We can't go to the Malcolm X if we haven't even got, you know what I'm saying, the foundation down. And this is all I'm doing. All I'm doing is trying to be a spark or an effective change for our community to be like, no, we can do it, and we need to start gatekeeping, and we need to start telling people no and staying on code.
So you're saying there's like more of a accountability that needs to be held within our community in order for us to progress?
Absolutely.
It's on us.
Absolutely.
It's on us to make it happen.
I look at like, to me, I just look at it like this, like, it's just about education. Because I know some of my white brethren, because I didn't grow up in London. Yeah, I was born here, but I grew up in Bedford, yeah. Some of my white brethren, yeah, their parents were like telling them from early, invest in the stock market, put your money here, do this, do that. A lot of that, for us, it doesn't happen at a young age. You have to get to a certain age and then kind of just...
Why hasn't that happened? Do you know?
It's education, isn't it? My parents just didn't know. My grandparents just didn't know what's going on. You know what I'm saying?
I think we've had a different struggle.
Yeah.
Ours was survival
Yes.
more
Absolutely.
than establish. Now we're in the stage of establish yourself.
Absolutely.
Are we talking about the black British?
Yeah. You can sit there today and say it's education, but your grandparents or parents were operating in survival.
Like
That's the difference.
my grandparents,
didn't have
they
the
definitely
same
had to
struggles
fight
they did.
the
That was
racism
definitely survival.
to
Right.
just get ends meet. And then
Right.
my mom's generation, they could have tapped into that market, but they didn't.
Because they
So
were
then
still
they
operating
fell
on survival.
down.
Yes.
I don't know. My mom's 60 now, so she kind of got into it where her childhood might have been in that, but then it kind of drifted as the years, you know what I'm saying, as the generation going on to the point where now she's in the 21st century. So I kind of get where he's coming from, because I do believe like my mum and my dad could have tapped into that market, but they were probably was more focused on other things
They
that
weren't privy and they never had the access to it. That's
Yes.
the difference. I think, I don't know. So like personally with my family, my parents are first generation here. And then the rest, like my grandparents are Windrush. So Windrush, survival. And that survival mentality then comes into our parents where they operate on survival, and it takes something huge for them to switch and realize, okay, it's not about survival. My kids now, I need to make sure that they thrive and they grow and they do all
And
the
they're
stuff.
fitting in. And that
They
they're
do all the
fitting
stuff
in.
that Elaine is saying and wants us to do. But that's why I said, like, it's not me being negative, by the way. I
No,
can't
it's
see
fine.
it happening within my generation, because I think it will be, for those of us that have kids or going to have kids, it will be our kids that are really going to have access to all of these things. Not that we don't have access now, but the doors are not fully 100% open, and we haven't created our own space as well. So I think it is completely different in terms of, like you said, your white counterparts, they've had different, it's their country. We weren't allowed to be here. Even though we were invited, we weren't allowed to be here. We've been fighting their wars, but we don't get spoken about like that. So it's very different. It's two
History
completely
is
different things.
extremely
Good.
important.
But again, like,
So-
I think you touched on it. I was gonna bring this up as well in terms of like the comparison to the Americans, where they've been there for time. So black people over there will say, I'm African American. Like all of them will say that. Whereas again, like here, you're Jamaican, right? You'll say you're Trini, right? Asian, Angolan,
Yeah, Angola, yeah.
Grenadian, whatever. Like we still identify with our roots more than actually being like black British.
Yeah.
UK, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So in terms of like actually cultivating a community, I think that goes into what you're saying in terms of like the generations coming down the line. That's where it will more happen in my.
Difficult.
And I don't think it'll be more difficult. I think it'll be easier because they'll all identify as kind of the same thing.
Oh,
Like
as
I
black
said.
British.
I wouldn't
Yeah.
want, if I was to have kids, I wouldn't want them to identify. Yes, I'm black British. I'll put that on a form, but I am
Yeah, you
intrinsically who I am.
yeah, you
I wouldn't want
totally-
you to just be. I don't like the Americans when they say like I am black American. All right, where are
Nah,
you
but
lot from?
Yeah, but if you look at, I'm saying, yeah, but you can say the
You know what I
same.
mean?
Listen, you can say the same thing about Caribbeans. Like from their perspective, yeah, their people have been there for like 400 years now, so they'll look at it like this is my land as well.
Yeah, but some people are indigenous. So
Yeah, but what's that got to do with anything? They're indigenous there. They're American as well.
no, that's different. Native American is indigenous.
Yeah.
Like Caribs are indigenous, and then the rest of us were slavery. So
Yeah, but
it's different.
what's the point?
The point is, you're saying that they're not. I've lost my point. I'm not gonna lie. What did you just say?
I'm saying, yeah, that they view themselves as African American.
No, they don't actually. They view themselves as Black American.
Whatever. Same,
Majority, no.
No, but same thing. Same
no,
thing.
but there's a difference, and I'll tell you what it is because I had to learn that because the Black Americans pulled me up on it. The reason why they say that they're Black Americans
Well, like
is because
FBAs and all that.
No. There's Black Americans who call themselves Black because they use that as an ethnicity. So when we say we're Jamaican, Grenadian, whatever, that's our ethnicity, that's our heritage. So they use the word Black as an ethnicity. So when we call ourselves Black, they're like, but you're not Black. Because they're in their minds, that it's that Black is an ethnicity for them. Do you get where I'm coming from? So some majority of them say that they're Black American or the Black American culture, not African American, because that's more like a coined term. No, but you have to. No, but you have to understand the context of now the conversation or the trend has now shifted.
But regardless, like Black American, African American, yeah. My point is that they still identify as Muslim. Identify as one thing. I mean, you agree on that?
Which is what, Black American?
Black American, African.
Yeah, okay, yeah, they're Black, yeah.
Cool. Where like in the UK we don't do that.
Yeah. I feel like it's harder
That's the
for us,
difference.
but I feel like it's harder for us to get on one accord because we have so many different cultures and we have so many different values. So really and truly, it's easier for them because they come from one ethnicity. But when you have Angolan, Kenyan, Jamaican, Grenadian, Bayesian, it's not so easy to get on one accord. Wouldn't you agree?
Yep.
I don't know, man. I think it's more about education, man. That's what I think.
Absolutely. Agreed.
But then when we talk about education, then it comes within the household to learn about your Black heritage. You can't go to the school and expect the school to do it.
Agreed.
It needs to be homeschooled. I hear all this Black History Month and all that stuff. That's a whole load of BS, to be honest. I don't understand why it needs to be delegated into one month. Like, but then you got the Rainbows lot that be doing it from freaking January all the way to December. That doesn't make sense to me. It's mad. But what I'm saying is, yeah, if you're trying to teach this home privilege stuff, Black this, Black everything, start from in the house. Teach your kids about your culture, where you come from. You know what I'm trying to say? And all these adverts that you see about sponsor or donate £1 to Africa, and you got the little kid that looks skinny as hell. Like, bruv, that's not the true definition of Africa. You know what I'm trying to say? Africa ain't like that. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, bruv, stop portraying us to be like that, because we're not like that. You know, when I was on your pod, yeah, and the guy was like, oh, about the whole Riel situation, and this is Black culture, this and that. I'm like, like I couldn't believe he was just talking the BS out of his mouth. But what do you mean?
That's crabs in the bucket mentality.
Yeah.
But it's dumb because he's a Black guy. But this is what I'm trying to say: the
Yeah, he was
60% and the
black.
40%.
You're right.
He was Black.
Yeah.
This is what I'm trying to say. You got the 60% and you got that 40, and he's one of them 40. Man
But
said,
then here's
"This
another
is Black."
perspective. Does maybe in his world around him and what he associates himself with, maybe that is his culture, whereby it's normal for everybody to kill each other over stupidness.
But then you need to get better friends. You need to get better friends.
Education.
Yeah, but if you never leave where you were, there's people that are like the same estate, they've never ventured out, and they're only surrounded by that, and they're governed by that. They're gonna only have that mindset. Yeah. Like, you are a product of your environment. If you never leave it and venture out, you're never gonna know anything else.
Agreed.
So then, the people that live in this country, what are they meant to go back to where they come from? Because I see a lot of people talking about UK's bad bag, I want to go back home. Then go back home. Personally, for me, I don't mind living here. I like living here.
Back home ain't much better.
I like living here. I probably wouldn't want to go back home. I like living here. I'm used to the Western world. Shoot the message up, but I don't want to go back home. I'm sorry, I like it here. I like having my house and everything there, no generators outside and all that stuff. Because some of my family are living on generators. So, like, I don't want to live that life. I got used to the Western world. Sorry.
You know what's funny? If you even was to move back to Trini, yeah, the Trinis there would say you're British.
Yeah, I know.
They don't look you like you're Trini.
But that's what I'm trying to say. So, all this, let's move back home. So, go then. Stop talking about it, then actually do it. Because bare people say, oh, we all need to go back home. Go. Because bare of these celebrities that aren't doing, go then. Live your life there and have a good time.
I feel like for me, it's not necessarily about go back home. It's about go to a country that's safe for Black people, right? And that's the message that should be coming across. Not going back home, because sometimes back home isn't as safe for Black people either. But you also can't tolerate the disgusting behavior that has been going on in this country towards ethnic minorities, particularly Black people. So if you're saying that, oh, I would stay in this country because, you know, I don't this and that, but you're still, you know what I'm saying, getting, you're still looking at news stories or whatever it is. Police are still dragging up Black men. Black women are dying at 4 times the rate giving birth here. You know what I'm saying? Like, you need to understand that, yes, you're living in a country that's safe for you, absolutely, but there are also other countries that are safe and better and don't discriminate against you because you're Black. So it's up to you as to whether or not you want to make that decision. Me, I'm thinking about going. Don't know how long, but I am.
Oh, so would you make it permanent or?
You absolutely make it permanent. I don't want this to be my resting place.
What would be your top 3 countries that you'll move to?
I don't know. I genuinely have to find that out. I genuinely have to holiday there and see if I can live there. And this is what I encourage other people to do. You guys go Spain, this, that, Marbella. Actually go to a safe country for Black people and think about, okay, cool, if I'm spending all this money, let me go to a country where is it safe for Black people? Can I live here? Can I work here? And it will open your eyes to, you know, the possibilities. Our grandparents did the same thing, right? They immigrated because they found that it was a better life and they make money, but it was never to stay here. It was always to make money and go back home. And the majority of them do go back home. You know what I'm saying?
So where, in your opinion, I know you're not ready to go there, but where would you think is safe for Black people?
I have no idea. I really don't. From what I've seen online, if I'm talking about online, because I've never experienced the countries, from what I've seen online, Ghana is quite safe. I've heard Thailand is quite safe and nice for Black people. A load of Black Americans have moved over there. It's just about where you would find, you know what I'm saying, your personal comfortability. But I know mine ain't the UK. I know that.
The likelihood is that you'll go back to Jamaica potentially.
Not even Jamaica, because it's not, to be honest, it's not safe there either, really and
It's dangerous
truly.
in all parts.
They'll
It's about
target
safety.
you like because they know you're
famous.
I
yeah.
genuinely,
like most Caribbean.
personally
100%.
though, I genuinely think, regardless of wherever you go, it's going to be danger anyways. And I think it's even more dangerous when you're the minority. So if you go, for example, Thailand, yes, a lot of Black people are moving to Thailand, but that's not to say it's safe.
I think
We
if you're
don't
coming
know.
from the West,
We-
they think you've got money.
What I'm saying is,
And then
we
you'll become a
don't
target.
know the amount of death or killings are going on there that are led based on racist attacks. We don't know that because we don't have the information. We don't see it in the newspapers or the blogs and that. So we don't know. We're just saying because a lot of people are going there. That doesn't necessarily mean that it's safe.
It's an indication
It
that
may not be an indication.
If a load of Black people are emigrating to a particular country, that is an indication that they feel like that particular country is safe for them to work, for them to have a family, or for them to live their lives.
It's cheap to move to Thailand.
Did you hear what I said? I said it's an indication that they feel like that they can
Working
live
on
and
that
be.
premise, then would you not say that that's what happened with Windrush?
That's what I was just about to say.
No, because they didn't have free will to just move here. It was for job opportunities. It was for, and also it was to rebuild the country. So it's not the same because.
Oh yeah, they built it and then.
Yeah. We were in transport,
violated.
we were in the NHS, and we were also as labourers. So it wasn't free will. It was, we need people to build our country so you guys can come and do that. That's what it was.
But how it was presented to us was the land of milk and honey. Come here, you're going to have jobs, you're going to be welcomed. You're going to, because I've had these conversations with my grandparents, etc. You're going to build a better life for yourself and any children that you have or going to have, etc., etc. That's why, like, when you go back to the Caribbean, the moment they hear British, they think that the streets are paved with gold, and it's just not that. And that mindset that they've hence why they had such a culture shock when they got told you're not wanted here, and they got treated like, to be honest, and that's mild. So that's what I'm saying. Based on your premise, it's the same mindset, because back home they would have thought, oh, we've been invited, so this is something that we need to do. We're part of the Commonwealth. They want us, and then you come, and it's the same thing. You see what I'm saying?
The same mindset as in how, as in right now, if I was to immigrate to another country, I
Yeah,
would
and based
back up
on
with
the
those
fact
same
that you can
problems.
see, oh, everyone's going there, it must be decent. The same way as during
Okay,
Windrush,
yeah,
like that.
I can see, but this is why I said, I personally, if I'm looking at stuff online, then it's different. But I said, me personally, I need to travel to those places
Explore
to
it
see
yourself.
if I want my family to live there, and that's a responsibility that I would have to do. Our grandparents didn't have that luxury at the time,
Yeah,
so they just
travel
had
back
to,
and forth,
they had to like
It was either
lump
you go
it
or you
or
don't.
go
I
back.
feel like,
Yeah.
but why I rate our grandparents' era is because they finessed the system. They built a life here, hence why we are here now. Yeah, like my grandparents, they came with nickels and pennies, if that, shoes and a bit of bread, and then they built a legacy.
Listen,
That's
listen. Yeah, I hear it. Yeah, but I feel like
but they did build a legacy.
no,
we're here.
I'm not disagreeing. I'm saying in the sense like Britain. Yeah, I don't think it's that bad, innit? Like when I used to spend summers in Grenada, yeah, I was showering Washington River, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like come on. You know what I'm saying?
But this one, we got used to the Western world. This is all I know. I haven't known anything else but this. So you telling me to go to somewhere that I'm not really too privy of, I'm gonna be like, hell no. I'm
Wait. So are
comfy
you
here.
saying when you go? I'm sorry. Are you saying when you go back to Grenada or Trinidad?
not now.
That,
I'm saying when I was younger.
okay, but now they have bathrooms and toilets and all of those sorts of things. So what is your excuse?
I'm not saying they don't have it. What I'm saying is, yeah, like, me personally, yeah, I'm too used to the way it works here to go and move anywhere else. You know what I'm saying?
So you're not willing to explore?
No.
I will
Okay,
travel
that's
if it's
fine.
too. I will travel to these places, being there cool. Like my dad used to live in China for 10 years. Yeah, so I was there for a month. I see how they live. And he wanted me to stay there on a permanent thing, and I said, oh, no, 'cause I don't want to leave my friends. I was young at the time, innit? Now with the mindset, would I have stayed there? Probably not.
You've been on the Karate Kid, fam.
Yeah, it was based on me anyway. But that's only because there's not many people of my ethnicity over there. Hence why I'm talking about the whole Thailand situation. No, but
There's a load of black people in the UK.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Hold on.
I can name all my friends that are black.
No.
A lot of my friends are black.
No. There's black communities everywhere you go. Everywhere you go. There's black communities in Russia, right? We could all be in Russia and all be on this podcast. You look for your people. So what I'm saying is, you're saying that there was no one in China. You don't know that. You don't know that.
Well, when I went China,
went into a black community.
When I
that
went
could have
China, yeah,
been
and they
your
got
people.
cameras out and they're taking pictures of me whilst I'm walking like I'm a walking expedition, then yes, I'm going to say that. And we all know that there's not that many people in China that are black.
Okay.
Hence why when you go, you ever been there?
No.
I've been there. So I know, like, they used to take pictures. We'll be in a restaurant, people outside taking pictures, like, bro,
Yeah.
what's going on? Because you're a rare item there.
Yes.
You're like a Pokemon. Like, I'm like Mewtwo out here.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
I saw a video the other day. Some Chinese woman, like, she was screening this black woman's ass and that. Like,
You know what I'm trying to say? Like,
bumping
so-
titties that she couldn't believe, like,
Yeah.
You're a celebrity,
Yeah,
innit?
what's
Exactly.
this?
Or like they're just looking at you like you're just, whoa, what is this? So I get your point where you're saying it's an indication that a lot of people are going there and this and that. I'm not saying that, yeah, cool. But from my point of view, just because a lot of people are going there doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be all great.
I didn't even say you guys had to go. It's fine. You can
No,
stay in England.
no, I'm not saying
God,
you said
stay
that.
here.
Yeah, but I'm just saying that when people portray the UK
Stay
and
here.
UK this, UK that, in my opinion, it ain't as bad as how much people are saying, really and truly. Like, cool, have I faced racism? Yes, I have. Has it been to a next extreme level? Thankfully, not. I haven't.
I say the same
Yeah.
thing. I've never actually
So,
experienced overt
I've
racism.
had the calm.
I have still.
No,
Like
but are you
overt.
talking about over excessive? Like to the point where you're like, Mum, I'm scared to come out my house. I ain't never had that before.
No.
Oh, so you're fine with the racism
No,
to where
there's
they'll
bare
give you a
racism.
job,
When
they'll give the white Cockney guy the job and not you, even
I
though he
faced
has
a
less
lot of racism
qualifications.
still.
You're okay with the racism where they won't give you a mortgage, but they'll give the Asian man, Mr. Patel, the mortgage. You're okay with the racism to where they'll pull up black men, right? And what? little black kids are 7 times more likely to be stopped and searched by police. You're okay with that racism, but just because you ain't had overt racism, England is okay.
I'm just talking about for me.
My
you
experience, I
did.
think
You
it's a
said
lot.
that.
For me, I'm not generalized.
No,
but
but
I'm
you
talking about
said
for
that.
me.
No,
The
but I'm
UK for
asking
me
I'm
ain't that bad
asking you,
for me.
are you okay
it's
with
bad
that
for me
sort of
still, I ain't
racism
gonna lie.
and the overt racism?
Look, the racism that I experienced, yeah, cool. The stop and search thing from Fez, that happened to me a lot. Cool.
Yeah, but could you say that's the area you grew up in?
Yeah, by far.
Because I never got stopped and searched once.
I got stopped and searched
I got stopped to search
a
bare
bag
times.
of times. Cool.
Okay,
Bare
like, hold
times.
on. Just, but can we not say that like stuff was going on? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, things were popping on.
Like were guys innocent guys back in the day?
No, I wasn't, but
Like you, obviously,
Are you
the company.
guys okay?
No, the company that you
But it
keep.
don't matter,
The
but it don't
company.
matter.
The company
Why
that you
was it
keep
done?
will warrant things to happen
Nah,
the
but-
way it
What's
happens.
happening-
If you
I
see a
think
group
what's
of people
happening here
looking all dodge, brother,
is-
if I was a Fed and I saw a
Because
group,
we've heard our
regardless
parents back in
Asian,
the
white,
day
black, I'm gonna
experience
yo, you
overt
get it.
racism.
Yes.
Yeah. A lot of people think that is the face of racism.
Yes.
Yeah. Whereas I think systemic racism is worse than overt.
Yes.
Personally, you can come and call me and go, fine, I don't like it, I can thump you out, no problem. But systemic racism and systemic abuse for our race is completely different. That's worse. They've learned that they can't put us in shackles and beat us and do all of that and flog us. They learned that that's not going to run now. So they've changed tactics. And it is within our schools, it's within
Yes.
our healthcare,
Especially
it's within our
nurseries.
education,
Yeah.
it's within
There's
all
a lot,
that.
yeah, a
That
lot
is
in
worse.
schools,
So
yeah.
you haven't had someone come up to you and say but do you know you've not been passed over for a job because somebody else is
You know, but that
not your complexion? Yes,
that won't
most
change.
probably.
That won't change until we earn stuff.
Yeah, which is what Elaine's been saying.
Hello.
Yeah.
Going to Thailand or going
Hello.
anywhere.
Okay, cool. But like, where like my opinion on this is like cool. That needs to happen, and I want that to happen. That should happen, yeah. But it's like, how do you actually get there? You know what I'm saying? And for me personally, I think it's education. Because I'm not gonna lie to you, like I'll say it right now. Some need to stay in the hood, bro. Like they're too loose. You know what I'm saying? They don't know how to act around no one but hooders. You know what I'm saying? Like it's facts. Like some man go out to go to a party, just don't even know how to say, oh, my bad, bro. Or like you don't know how to act, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like it's true. You know what I'm saying? So in my opinion, yeah, that's why I mentioned like my thing about my parents. Like they didn't tell me da. It's about education and knowing the right things to do. You know what I mean? Like that's it. My opinion, that's it.
I think, when it comes to education, absolutely, it's our responsibility as a community to educate each other, right? But this is the thing, we're not willing to be uncomfortable. We're not willing to make the sacrifices. You guys aren't willing to stop using certain people's shops and walk 10 minutes down the road to support a black business. I'm not saying you guys, I'm just saying black people in general, they don't want to do the inconvenient thing to further their, to further the community. And this is what I'm talking about. Just me, I can't do it on my own, but I need enough. I don't need all of you. I need enough to make a difference.
But like even you coming on here is a step towards that goal.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know what I'm trying to say?
Collaboration.
Absolutely.
Like if you didn't come, but I see you on the BBC, I'll be like, you sell out. Scared, no.
But this is the thing, recently...
BBC's crazy. Why for that?
Recently people are telling me like, oh, you're not an advocate for black people. All you do is shout, scream and swear and this, that and whatever. And I'm saying, listen, everyone has an Elaine in their families, you know what I mean? So my message is to my people. It's not to anybody else. So if I scream, if I shout, if I swear, it's because I don't want these people to be picking up on my content, you understand? It needs to come right back to my people, you know what I mean? So the message that I'm getting comes directly to you. It's not about now I'm being splashed on Daily Mail because I've said something, I've said it in a way that white people understand it. I don't need you to understand my message. It's not for you. So don't be mixing up and blending my thing and remixing my thing because you feel like you now can speak on it. And this is why I always lean into the trope of the angry this, the cussing that, and whatever it is. I'm quite comfortable. I can articulate myself very well. I haven't really sworn on here. No. I'm very articulate. I can do it. I just don't want to because I don't have to because it's my platform. I can do what the hell I like, and that's how I express it.
It's about providing a bit of entertainment as well, like raw content. Let's be honest.
100%.
You know what I'm saying?
Right?
It's fun, man.
100%. Like,
People are gonna take in stuff that's actually like
yeah.
entertainment to them, you know?
But the people who fight me the most are, you know, some black people, and they're generally like, oh, you need to stop this and you need to stop that. And I'm saying, listen. I got here just fine without you and your advice. I will be okay. If you don't want to follow me, there's no gun to your head, you know. You don't have to follow me. You have my blessing to hit the block button, you understand? But don't try to come up in my thing and try to dictate to me how I need to put out my message.
Yeah, that's one thing I would never understand when I was seeing it is like going like what I was saying when I was on your live and that, even as on the comment section as well, yeah. And I'm seeing like, bro, you know, you don't actually have to follow her, right?
Yeah.
You know, you can just block. You ain't seeing that person again.
People like to complain.
You know what I'm trying to say? Like, but you're complaining, but it's like, yo,
Look, people love
move
to
on.
complain, bro.
It doesn't even make
Like,
sense.
you don't have to be here. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll be just fine. Great without you.
It's probably better for your thing though.
What?
More reach, you know, just more stuff.
Yeah,
going
but
on,
this is
you
the
know what I mean?
thing. Sometimes it kind of throws us off to what I'm trying to do because they're inserting themselves in the conversation that was never about them. And now you're making it about you. Do you know what I mean? Because now I have to cuss you off. Now I'm throwing off. And now
I see your
Oh,
cussing
yeah,
matches.
yeah. No, I can't lie. See with you, yeah.
Yeah,
One
I'm
thing I
like,
clocked
whoa.
about you though, yeah, and we even had to have this
Yeah.
conversation, like the level of dedication you have to
it's
release
mad.
videos upon videos. I'm like, yo, brother, do you work or something? Like, what's going on? Like,
crazy.
what's going on? Like, because when you get onto someone, yeah, and I've seen it with a few of the people, yeah, and I'm like, rah, like, you
it's
got
mad
time
still.
on your hands, you know. No, but
Nah, it's a good.
no,
it's
no,
a
it's
good
good.
skill.
I
It's
am
no.
a content creator.
No, but that's
so-
what, no. Listen, I'm not shutting your thing. I rate it because I'm never going to get on the bad side with you because, yeah, done. I'm out of it. Madness. But, like, I rate it, though. You get me? Yeah, like.
It's a good skill to have. Sometimes you got to pepper a man down, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, no, factual. And I see that Viola Davis was liking up your thing and that, yeah.
She was.
Yeah, so.
She was.
yeah.
Kelly Rowland liked up my thing too.
Yeah, man. This is what I'm
Yeah,
trying to say. Like, man, been seeing.
Yeah, you've been doing
Yeah,
your
bro.
research.
I've been seeing. I do my
You
research,
have,
bro.
you know.
Yeah, I have.
Yeah,
Come
I
on.
like that. I like that.
No, I think we need like UK. I think we need like private societies, like people that are in positions and like black people that have like some level of power connect and like further along what the thing that we're in, innit? You know what I'm saying? Because that's what, again, go back to it all the time. Like, that's what all these other communities do. They've been doing it since day dot. The Italian mob, I said this on here before. They do it. They'll go to their uncles, whatever, for the chickens because he sells chickens. You know what I'm saying? Like we don't have these type of things. Like, you ever heard the Masons?
Yeah.
Like,
Templars and all that.
we have that. We have that stuff.
No, that's like all like mega cipher delta things, you know, up in America, them marching.
No, it's just a private club. Like people that say I own a construction company. Yeah, you need something built. You're gonna come to me, bro. I'll give you a good deal, and then ask for a favor back when I need something from you that you own. It's keeping the money
No,
circulating.
but you know what I think it is as well, though. Yeah, it's just that like cool. You might charge me £10, but the Asian guy might charge me £1. Brother, I can't lie. I'm gonna be cheap and go for the Asian man because I just want to save as much money as I possibly can, especially in this climate as it is, where so much things are going up in prices. I want to support my people, but if that guy's selling it to me for £2 and you're selling me 20, brother, I'm going to go for that.
Question.
Because I ain't got money to be burning out my pocket.
Question. Do you understand why black people are charging those prices?
Because we don't get wholesaler prices like the Asians do.
Right.
So they have to put extra money on top. Whereas, like, let's say we can go and buy, let's say hair extensions or something, and they'll say like it's £20,000 for us. For them, it's 10. So they can afford to drop their prices and then still eat off it. We can't. So then that's why we
But
have such big.
You don't need to chat to your women then, innit? Like, you're talking about her and that.
I'm
It
just
was
using
an
that as an example.
My Bobby black.
Please. It was an example.
I'm
It
just
was an
saying,
example.
my
It was an
Bobby's
ex-
black.
Don't go in on black women.
This hat, yeah.
'Cause we can do this.
This hat,
We can do this.
is my brethren's brand. Yeah, every time he drops something, I buy it. I buy it. I tell him what's the price for, and I buy it. You know what I'm saying?
You don't ask for discounts because that's
No.
also a massive
Yeah,
problem
certain-
in our
yeah.
community.
A lot of people, that's the
We're
discount
we're
thing.
here asking
Nah.
for discounts.
Yeah,
Agreed. E-man would ask
hella
for a
discounts.
discount.
Yeah.
Hold on for a discount. I bought you a whole
You
bowl.
literally just said, I want to
your-
help my black people, but I'll go to the Asian man for £1.
Yeah, because
You
times are hard.
literally
So,
just said
times
that.
are hard out here, though. What am I just?
Exactly.
Hey, yo, look, if you sell me a pint of milk for £5 and then the next man is telling me the same pint of milk from the same cow for £2, what makes your thing better than his?
Because
it's
if
the
you
same
can-
milk.
Because if you can afford it, then you can buy it.
Sometimes it's not though. If we're going to talk about hair and stuff, in the Asian hair shops, not all of their stuff is authentic, even though they brand it
Yeah.
that it is. So that's not the case.
And some of them are fake.
Again,
Oh.
you lot, that's
Yeah,
a
I can't
conversation
lie
for
to
you lot, bro. You know what I'm
Let's be
saying?
real.
If a girl asks me to buy a hair, she gonna send me the link. I'll buy it. Like I don't know what I'm doing.
Ain't
You know
the
what I'm
biggest
saying?
outsource of
You
black
don't
product
need to
in the
know
UK.
what you're doing.
But wait, hold on. Ain't the
What?
biggest outsourcing black product in the UK hair extensions and all that stuff? Ain't that the most leading black product in the UK?
I wouldn't know that for a certain.
I swear, I'm pretty sure that is
I don't know.
black products. Yeah, that are actually making the most money is hair extensions. So that's predominantly the women. That's your domain. So, like you're
Are
saying,
you trying
boycott.
to-
If you're
Why
gonna
is it only
boycott
our
them,
domain,
Hold on,
though?
wait.
'Cause don't you
I
have
don't-
sisters, mums,
They're still-
daughters?
they're
but it's still women.
Hold on, wait. Are you trying
you
to...
would still
Hold
pay
on.
for it or ask about it.
Yeah,
though,
but
would you not?
again, I don't know what I'm doing. So wherever you send me to buy the thing, that's what I'm going to buy.
exactly.
Like, what?
Are you
It's
trying to
basic.
say that the downfall of the black community and why we don't have whatever ownership or whatever is because of black women buying hair? Is that what you're trying to say?
No, but you said boycott Asian shops, right?
Why did I say that?
Why do you say it?
You don't know.
No, I'm asking you.
Okay.
For people that don't know, that's going to watch this video, I don't want to interpret what you said. I want you to say so they know from your mouth.
Okay, cool. The reason why I said boycott Asian businesses is because they do not patronize our businesses, and when we live amongst them, we patronize their businesses more than they do us, right? And also, they were extremely racist towards me and towards black people all up and down TikTok. Yeah. So I asked my people. I said, "Rah, really and truly, let's think about this. Do the Asians actually care about black people and black businesses since we have unity, right? Because we're supposed to have unity between communities and all of those sorts of things, right? So I'm saying, rah, like the Asians, you know, they should be bringing us in and all of those sorts of things. The Asians do not. They do not care about black people. They only come and they culture vulture off of us as well. Case in point, what's that? Turtle Bay, Africana, black hair shops. They only take from our community and they don't put nothing back in. If you were about the black community, you'd be like, oh, you know what? If it was PAX, for instance, PAX is a very big
bait shop.
hair
Yeah,
shop,
it's a
right?
hair shop. Yeah.
Are they training up black women to, you know, invest in them, own their own hair shops, whatever it is? No. All you do is take. And even when black people I've spoke to business owners personally, even when they try to open up their own hair shops, all the Asian hair shops in the perimeter try to take them down and they price them out and they end up literally not open for a long time. So what you need to understand is the intricacies of that community when it comes to business. They don't give a damn about black people. So why should I be putting my money into that community? Let me know.
I didn't disagree with your standpoint.
Let me know.
Fair man, I didn't disagree.
My thing is, it was like, not to say I disagree, yeah, but like at the end of the day, yeah, regardless of what it is, I want the best service in it. You know what I mean? Like the other day, like it's taken away from like just black for a second, yeah. I went Hakkasan the other day for my friend's birthday, yeah. I'll never go there again because the service was garbage. You know what I'm saying? They try to charge me service charge. Yeah,
God, why
and I
would
told them
somebody
swiftly to
say
take off. You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
but
so
you're within your right. If it was poor service, you're well within your right to say that.
Absolutely.
doesn't matter. Regardless, I'm taking that shit off. Yeah,
Yeah.
but still, like that's like uptown. Yeah, nice, scenic. Yeah, cool. Yeah, but I'll never go there again because it's garbage. Regardless of whoever owns it. So like, if I go to like a Caribbean takeaway now, yeah, and the lady's rude to man, I might not go there again.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I still think that the level of service, like what I've experienced here sometimes with like black businesses, yeah, it's like they just expect like the support from the community without actually offering like a value and a good service.
Agreed.
You know what I'm trying to say?
Agreed.
So that's my point in terms of like business owners. I think that Because that's my thing. A lot of the time when I go into these places, yeah, it's like they're just lax. I don't know if it is just because I'm black and they're black. They just think, yeah, it's calm, it's
You need to
casual,
take
like,
pride in what you're
They
doing.
need to. Yeah, I still want good service.
I don't
You know
think
what I'm
it's
saying?
because necessarily like
I
you're black.
don't know
they're
what
black.
it is, but
I've been to a number of black businesses, and it's a case of this Johnny come lately, not all, but just soon come kind of mentality, and that doesn't help your cause because you want me to support you, but you're rude or you're late. I'm not saying I'm not always on time, just throwing that out there, but like, you know, like there's just, they lack that finesse. But I do think when it comes down to what you were saying, it's about education, and if they learn, like, go to business school, get an education around that and how to give that. I'm not going to say bedside manner because it's not
Customer service.
Yeah,
just
that's
service.
it. Like, just give that tailored experience that you're supposed to get when you go to places like Pakistan and all of that. That you pay for that. You might not have got that at the time, but you pay for that type
my
of
duck
service.
was cold, bro.
I'm sorry. Did you ask for it to?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I said, oh, because the kitchen clean.
All right. But yeah, that's what I personally believe. Like, not all. I try to support as much as possible black businesses. When it comes to hair, especially, like, I will make sure that I go to black businesses because I just feel like,
There's a back room, do you know?
no,
Chinese.
a Vietnamese.
Vietnamese, yeah.
Got numbers.
Yeah, but that's due to
Our barber's black.
standards. But the person that does my hair will be
Majority
black.
of them
When
that
I go
get
and
the
buy
nails all
my hair,
Vietnamese,
it's
Chinese,
from-
and
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, but I know
it's
bare,
not- it's not
I know
black.
bare black nail techs.
Yeah, there's a lot of
You
them
go on
still.
Instagram, you'll find about 10,
There is a
like
lot.
10 seconds.
It's whether you want to do that.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. If you're not qualified, I'm scared to go to you. I'm not trying to end up with amputated fingers, so I'd rather go to someone that's qualified.
There's a black woman do you know?
No,
Why?
I haven't found one yet.
You haven't found a black nail tech?
No.
That you trust. Remember, this is a particular service, you know.
So it goes back into what I was saying now.
What?
You want the best, you want your nails looking good. So you go to the person
Absolutely.
that
Yeah.
gives you the best looking nails, isn't it?
Huh?
You'll go to the person that gives you the best looking nails.
I just wanted to make a point here. What the point was, because you were saying that it's about service and all of those sorts of things, wasn't necessarily about the race, right? It's about the service. So let's not jump here, right? If you're saying it's about the service, absolutely, I'll give that to you, right? And you're saying that when you go into black establishments, the service is not up to a level that you feel like
Not
it should
all,
be.
by the way.
No,
Just
yeah,
not all.
fine. But, you know, it sounds like the majority of them is like you were saying, like the level
No,
of service.
I'd say it happens more at those places than like if I go anywhere else.
Okay, cool. Well, my whole thing is if I experience bad service, absolutely, I'm not trying to go there again. But I'll also offer feedback. Whether they take that or not is up to them. But then I'll also go to look for another black restaurant that I can patronize that is good, that has the level of customer service, because there are out there, right? So exactly, it's the same. It's the same thing as if you go into Primark or the thingies follow you around, but you still reach your ass in a Primark. You know what I'm saying? When you want your pants and socks and all of those sorts of things, or whatever the case may be, right? You don't necessarily hold it against Primark that particular security guard was following you around. That's bad customer service, or Primark employee didn't help you out or made you look. You don't do that. But for some reason, you're so harsh that the standards of black people need to be top tier, right? But some services that you get from Harvester or Toby and Carvery or wherever the hell you go, it's okay, it's mediocre, it's fine, right? But when you go into a black establishment, they have to be perfect. And
I'm not saying.
Hold on, wait, let me finish. That is unfair, right? And I feel like we need to really check ourselves when it comes to what they've been also taught, because they are first-time business owners. Majority of black people are first-time business owners. And we are out here doing it on our own. Those Asians and the white people, they're not first-time because they were taught how to run that business. They have a foundation, they have a system, they have a manual, you understand? And that's the difference. So when I hear black people tell me, oh, well, you know, this and that, and whatever it is, and wagging their finger, you actually don't understand that they just need help. And if you have the skills to do that, offer that. We're about community. Our community is about community, you understand? And about help and support. So if you can, offer that instead of shaking your finger and wagging your finger and shaking your head at what they didn't do. What about what they did do? And what about all the good restaurants? Because I didn't see you hail up good restaurants, right? It was only a negative thing that you brought. What about the positive?
Listen, there's a banging Caribbean takeaway I get in Bedford most Fridays. You know what I'm saying?
Amazing.
Calm, because the food's nice, sufficient, and I get my jerk chicken, like, calm. You know what I'm saying? So I'll go there. Like, that's all it is. I'm not saying it needs to be perfect, because anywhere you go, like, regardless, you know what I'm saying? There's always isms and schisms, innit? I'm just saying, like, you need to have, like, a certain level of, like, bro, like, if I'm there, I've been here 10 minutes, and I could see you just there, like, just... Like you're just kicking back. Like that's gonna piss me off.
Agreed.
You know what I'm saying?
And
so
we are,
yes.
And that is something that we need to work on, which I'm trying to do, by the way. But it seems like I'm the only one trying to do it. Because everyone has an opinion, but you actually ain't doing it. That's the difference.
I support black business, man.
Yeah.
Shout out our youth,
When
man.
it comes...
Shout out our youth, yeah.
But listen, man, I hear it. Still, support. Yeah, support your people. That's it. That's all we can say.
Like,
but listen,
subscribe, support the black.
You know, I want to say, hey, listen, I just want to say this. Big thank you for Elaine the PAIN for coming on and gracing us. Come on, man. Thank you, man. Right, listen, will you come back on again?
Of course.
That's what we like
when
to
I
hear,
start
man.
some more
Support. But listen, a massive thank you for coming on. You get me?
It was a pleasure.
DK, Kizzle, Rochelle, Elaine, Myth, the Man of Lincoln Show. We're here. Bow.